Hello everyone, welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jason informed Diane at the Corinthos Coffee Warehouse that since he still held a 50% stake in the company, he would be operating out of the office. Jason was taken aback to see that his estate had remained in probate since his alleged death in 2021, but Diane reassured him that it would facilitate the transfer of all assets back to Jason, as his estate had been split half and half between Jake and Danny and Carly. Jason questioned Carly about why she had given up Metro Court and was managing Bobby's. Diane laughed. "Nina, in a word," replied Diane. Diane clarified that Sonny's preference for Nina over Carly was the reason for the breakdown of Sonny and Carly's marriage. She disclosed to Jason the details of Drew and Michael's ill-advised scheme to take over ELQ and combine it with Aurora Media, a company Carly had insisted on funding with her share of the Metro Court. Carly could not buy back a half of the hotel, so Nina swooped in and purchased it, stated Diane. She continued by saying that Bobby had intervened and gave Carly the diner. Jason wondered why Nina would be interested in the motel. "Because Nina Reeves thinks that Carly is the reason for everything that's wrong with her life," Diane replied. Thereafter, Diane told Jason that Nina had tipped off the SEC about Drew and Carly's insider trading, that Drew had accepted responsibility and gone to jail, and that Carly had paid a $5 million fine. Carly was not an easy client, although Diane acknowledged that she was astonishingly resilient. "Yes, she is," replied Jason. Jason urged Diane to inform Sonny that he would be working at the warehouse before she departed. Christina dropped by to see her father at Sonny's penthouse. Eva asserted that Sonny was sleeping, and she promised to inform Sonny about Christina's visit. Christina was adamant about holding out for her dad. At that moment, Sonny entered the living room and gave his daughter a heartfelt greeting. Following their seating arrangement, Christina confided in Sonny on her altercation with Jocelyn. Christina was informed by Sonny that he didn't want her to fight his battles and that it didn't matter what Jocelyn believed. When Christina watched Ava give Sonny a glass of vodka, she became concerned. Ava stood silently close by, listening with caution as Sonny and Christina discussed Blaze being selected the new face of deception and how Christina was content to keep their relationship under wraps because she didn't want to be in the spotlight with Blaze. When Christina revealed that Nina had returned to Crimson, Sonny was taken aback. He acknowledged that something didn't seem right. He didn't understand why Drew would rehire the same woman who had gotten him into trouble in the first place. Alpha told Sonny not to worry about Nina in an attempt to minimize the situation. As she was leaving, Christina gave Sonny a hug and observed that it was becoming late. Sonny questioned Ava later on if she had decided to keep Nina's return to Crimson a secret. Because Nina hadn't called Ava said she hadn't known that Nina had gone back to Crimson. There was a knock that startled Sonny and Ava. Diane came in to let Sonny know that Jason had made the warehouse into an office. Sonny said, "Message received," and he took off right away. Afterwards, Sonny went into the warehouse to see Jason taking stock. "What's up, Sonny?" Jason said smugly. "Jason, screw it. You're not welcome here. I want you out of my life," Sonny uttered. When Carly called Drew at Bobby's diner, she found out that John had asked him about Jason. Carly was asked by Drew to inform Jason. Olivia came in a moment later. Olivia was quite upset with Nina for terminating Pierce, a room service server, due to an error that occurred during rush hour. Although Carly conceded that it wasn't the initial instance, Pierce had been affiliated with the hotel since its inception. Olivia felt awful for Pierce because the staff knew about it and he had been humiliated, but she vowed to hire him back. Olivia was also dissatisfied with several paint color selections Nina had selected for renovations without consulting her. Olivia departed after screaming, but not before a paralegal from Diane's office came over to see if Diane had some paperwork for Jason. Carly offered to take it to Jason and Diane rather than having the paralegal deliver it to the warehouse. Carly drove past an alley after leaving the diner and watched two men berating a man. Carly screamed at the men to stop bothering the victim. Carly leaped out of the car and hurried up to the man who was lying on the ground, and the men quickly left. It was found that John was the victim. Carly got a battered and bloody John up on his feet. Subsequently, Carly took John to his Metro Court suite. He thanked her and agreed to let her tend to his injuries as she insisted. Michael and Willow celebrated their wedding anniversary at Metro Court. Nina came over holding a bottle of champagne as a present. Michael and Willow refused to listen. "Nina, the last time we spoke, I made it clear that I don't want to see you," Willow said. Willow was reassured by Nina that she hadn't meant to bother her, but Nina couldn't figure out why Willow and Michael were there. Willow clarified that she didn't want to have to avoid the Metro Court because of Nina, which is why she had chosen there for supper. Willow said that because Nina had respected and complied with her requests, she had thought that Nina hadn't gotten in touch with her recently. Michael insulted and belittled Nina. After apologizing, Nina promised not to bother them once more. Willow questioned whether it had really been as bad as it had seemed when Nina departed. Willow felt guilty for not choosing Café Sherry or the PC Grill and felt guilty about it. She understood that her expectation that Nina would maintain her distance had been wishful thinking. Reassuring Willow that Nina was to blame, Michael also pointed out that they had previously placed an order for her favorite dish, chocolate soufflé. Willow told Michael that she was grateful for his support and called him the best husband. Afterwards, Michael gave Willow an anniversary present, a bracelet that Wiley had assisted him in choosing. Although Willow was moved by the gift, she acknowledged that she was hesitant to go back to work as she would have to lose out on time with the kids. Willow was reassured by Michael that it was her choice, but he advised her to take his grandmother Leela's example and serve people through the non-profits of her choice. Willow acknowledged that she had never thought she would have those options, and she gave Michael the credit for making her feel like the luckiest person alive. Michael got a text after giving his wife a kiss. "Is there something wrong?" Willow inquired. Reassuring her that it was business, Michael promised to discuss it with Drew first thing the following morning. Willow wanted to know if Drew seemed all right and how he was doing. She brought up the fact that despite the fact that Michael and Drew co-worked, and that Drew was Jason's brother, they had never asked Drew for assistance with Jason. Given that Drew and Jason weren't close, and that Drew hadn't mentioned Jason to him, Michael acknowledged that it had never occurred to him. Willow felt awful for Drew because she thought that, following his separation with Carly, everything had changed suddenly for him. While reassuring his wife that he felt awful for Drew as well, Michael also told Willow that no one would ever find out that they had assisted in Jason's hiding. Willow nodded, but she couldn't help wondering about Drew's approach to things. Drew could take care of himself, Michael assured. A shaken Nina came into Drew's Aurora Media office and informed him what had happened to her with Willow and Michael. She pleaded with Drew to assist her in getting back into Willow's life, but Drew reminded her that she had to own up to the fact that she had destroyed the connection. "You destroyed the bridge. Nothing I can do will help," stated Drew. Nina wasn't convinced. She reasoned that Michael would have to deal with her if Drew appointed her to Aurora's board of directors. Drew questioned, "And why would I help you?" According to Nina, it would drive Carly crazy. Drew was persuaded to take a moment to take care of himself by Nina, who reminded him that he had already played the hero for Carly. "By providing a service for you," stated Drew. Drew emphasized that Willow had made it apparent she didn't want to know Nina at all, despite Nina's insistence that he would be assisting her in becoming close to her daughter. Nina pleaded with Drew to show some empathy, as he was aware of the pain of being apart from his child. He questioned, "And whose fault was that? How dare you demand my help with your kid when you got me locked away from mine?" Drew asked. Drew accused Nina of offering an explanation for why he and Carly had broken the law. Drew began to move away as they argued more. When Nina tried to stop him by gripping his shirt, it tore open. "What is wrong with you?" Drew undid his shirt and asked. Nina pointed the finger at the buttons, but her rage soon gave way to excitement as a shirtless Drew inquired as to whether Nina had any other desires. Nina conceded that Drew's physique was appealing. Nina started to unbutton her blouse a few moments later, but Drew kissed her instead. He told her that a man knows when to let a woman say no. Nina questioned, "Did I say no?" Drew gave her a kiss and kicked the door shut. Drew tore off Nina's blouse as they moved to the desk. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.